Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this time again. And hey, thank you, Marcela Bovio, for being here with us tonight. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. It's very fun to get the chance to talk to you. We were just talking about this. We have sort of seen each other, but never like officially met.
Not really. So now we
No.
e-meet each other. This is also
Yes.
something.
Cool.
Wow. Yes. Oh God. And thank you everybody for joining here. So let's just dive right into it. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what I'm gonna ask you this time. How was your release? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes. I recently released an EP with my latest metal project, Dark Horse, White Horse, and it's been great. We've got really great a great response from the fans and also from the critics, which is great. It was very exciting because it's very proggy, very hectic, complicated music. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's been great. Thanks. Yeah.
Very challenging to sing. I mean, you have the whole spectrum in this band, right? You can really live it out.
Yes, I don't know why. I mean, these songs we wrote actually quite a long time ago, and I was going through this period where I was like, you know what, we have to let everything out, and then it's just like, bam, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So you said you wrote these songs some time ago.
Yes, well, it's a long story, but let's just say that we came together, we came up with the idea of working on these songs together, and then a lot of misfortune happened, and the things got in the way, life challenging situations, and basically it just forced us to move everything to the future,
Yeah.
which I mean it makes it all the more awesome when it's finally out there. So
Yes,
it was
of course. Of course, to
long
let them
con.
go finally. Yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Yeah. How did you meet the guys?
Well, Jort and Ruben, they have also participated in a lot of the same projects that I have in the Netherlands. It's kind of like if you do metal, at some point, you kind of like know everyone. It's like a tiny little circle.
Bubble circle, yeah.
Yeah, and like for instance, I also sing with a band called MaYan, with Mark and Ari from Epica, and Merel Bechtel, who you also know.
Yes.
And a lot of everyone is all awesome people. And Jort, for instance, would also sometimes fill in if Merel couldn't make it, for instance. So I played with him a lot of times, and with Ruben as well in some other shows in the Netherlands. So we kind of knew each other from a really long time, and they both used to be in a band called Revamp with Floor Jansen.
Oh, hey, this world is so small. The cake is
small. And we actually, I used to be in a band called Stream of Passion, and we toured with them. With Revamp, we did a couple of shows in Russia, and that's actually the first time that we like actually met. But I mean, I've known them for forever, and yes, I knew them to be amazing musicians. And then Jord at some point said like, "Hey, maybe you want to work in these songs that we're doing together with us," and he showed me a little bits, and I was so impressed. So yeah, really great.
Okay, hey, this Dutch metal scene, it's insane. You have so many talented musicians in your country. It's insane.
Yes, I mean, I don't feel entitled to call it my country, because I'm from Mexico. I've been living here for a while, but I just let myself absorb.
Yeah.
The awesomeness all around me.
The vibe. Yes, of course. Yeah. How's your Dutch, by the way?
Well, I am very proud to say that it's quite good. It took me a good 3 years, I think, before I stopped having headaches at the end of the day trying to translate everything in my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
it's heel goed. With
Oh.
for the Dutchies with zachte G, because I live in the south and we have like softer sounds than most of the the typical Scheveningen, the like really
Yeah, this.
yes,
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. And you're a little bit softer.
softer, which I like. I think it sounds friendlier.
Wow. So you live in Eindhoven, right?
I
Or
live in
something.
Eindhoven, the south. Yes.
Yeah. Super nice. Wow, we played there with Eluveitie, I think back in 19 or so, or was it 18? It was super nice. I really actually love like Netherlands and Belgium. I think they have such a nice vibe, these countries somehow, super cozy in a way. And the cities.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where did you
Yeah.
play in Eindhoven? Was it the Effenaar?
Oh, you asked
No
me
idea.
something. But it kind of rings a bell. Maybe it was that.
Yeah. Most probably. I think it's one of the biggest venues in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. Maybe some people from the comments they will know. They always know everything.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, but how was it for you? I mean, you had Spanish as I guess, right? Is your mother
Yes.
tongue Spanish?
Yes.
So is it close to Dutch?
No.
Not at all. Nothing.
At all. Like
at
not
all.
even remotely. No, it's a definitely different
Yeah.
language route. So it was very different. Definitely the whole grammar. But the worst thing about Dutch is that it has a lot of grammatical rules, but it has even more exceptions to the rules. So there are a lot of things that you just have to learn by heart.
Yeah.
They know. They're not proud of it, but
Oh man, always these exceptions. Then you learn a rule and there feels like there's more exceptions to the rules than
Yes.
actually.
yes.
Oh
But
god.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. But this is super, super awesome. I guess it's super important to learn actually the language so you can connect with the country, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think of course I have a lot of friends here, and when I moved here I was also in a relationship, and I felt like we only got to really know each other at the point that you can speak the language, because there are things that get lost in translation every time,
yeah.
So
True.
and there are just like things. I think the language always tells you a little bit about the people, how the people are and how the culture works. So that's always very interesting to me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some people say like you're even like a different person when you speak, for example, English, or if I speak, for example, Swiss German, I am different, or
Yeah.
like
Because I don't know how different is Swiss German from like the German in Germany, for instance.
Oh, well, okay. Some people say it's a dialect, but of course, we Swiss people say it's an own language. So,
Yes.
but it actually depends. Actually, some German people, I think, especially the ones in the north, they don't understand us.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah. It's hard. But then again, we also, for certain areas, I also have a hard time. Even in Switzerland, I don't understand everybody. With the ones, the regions in the mountains, they have a little bit special dialect. So sometimes you don't like. What did you say? Yeah. Although we're kind of a small country, but but we have 4 languages, and even within Swiss German, it's sometimes it's a bit tough. I don't know how it is in in Spanish, I guess in Mexico or.
But
how
that's
is
the
it?
thing that is like so strange to me, because, well, to be like brutally honest, it's not that I traveled all around Mexico, I think I've seen incredibly little of Mexico for all the time that I've lived there. But I have the impression that I would be able to understand everyone,
Yeah.
except maybe some slang words. But in the Netherlands, which is tiny compared to Mexico, there are, so many different dialects and accents and pronunciation differences that there's people that don't understand each other
As well.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually so interesting. I wonder why, but yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's just being very proud, or proud of I don't know, the area where you live. That you get like this very like I don't know.
Yes, this bond. I'm from
This
here.
bond.
I speak
Yes.
like this.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's true.
You
Hey, and
carry your town on your, like your
yeah,
flag.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is true. This is so true. And how you come from a northern city in Mexico, right?
From the north, yes, Monterrey, which is at the
Mm-hmm.
northeast of the country. So
Yeah.
actually very close to the American border. Like
Oh yeah.
it's like a 2-hour drive away from Texas, even.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right, but then not on the seaside. Then it's
No, it's
no. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
absolutely not touristic. Desert area,
Oh
um,
wow.
with a lot of
Wow.
industry and a lot of
Oh.
yeah,
Uh,
cows.
cows. A lot of
Yes.
cows, like in Switzerland. Hey.
Yes, hey, there you go.
Same.
Far but
Oh
close.
wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So no,
Wow.
not a very touristic place. It's a very industrial city, very big city,
Uh-huh.
very Americanized because we live
Mm-hmm.
so close to the border. So there's a lot of influence from the American
Yeah.
culture, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Oh
it's
wow.
yeah, it's home.
Wow. Yeah, I remember. We were driving through Texas, in the U.S., and we were super close to the Mexican border, and it was so hot. It was desert and so hot. Wow.
So hot.
Wow.
Have you ever played in Mexico? You must have.
Yeah. Yeah. Once in Mexico City. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't that
So.
great though?
I really, really loved it. I mean, come on, the people know how to party.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, overall in South America, the people were so open and so, just party, party, party on the shows. Every show was a blast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it. I mean,
yeah,
I've experienced that as a concert goer myself, and
yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember being a teenager, and if you haven't lost your voice and are totally destroyed by the time the concert is gone, you did not go to that concert. You are supposed to
Wow.
give it. Oh, I
Give
love
it all.
it. Yeah.
Okay, this is so awesome. So you actually went as a teenager and young adult to many concerts
Yes.
there. Yeah. Okay.
Well, not like super many because
Yeah.
Monterrey, it's everything. I mean, I was already into, I was a little metal kid, and everything is happening in Mexico City, as well, you probably
Yeah.
experienced yourself. But I did a few times travel in a bus full of metalheads from Monterrey to Mexico City, which is a shitty drive. It's a shitty drive. It's like 16 hours. We did it overnight. I wouldn't drink one sip of water because the toilet would always be like disgusting. But I did because, I wanted to see the band. So I actually, the first concert that I saw in Mexico City was Moonspell, like back in 1994
Oh,
or something.
really?
Awesome, fantastic. And then I saw The Gathering a couple of years later, also in Mexico City.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic, fantastic. Yeah.
Wow. And you did these 16 hours drives with the bus, all with
Yes,
metalheads, young
yes,
people, and yeah.
yes.
Wow.
And then no one would sleep. They would be drinking beer all through the night, uh, and playing like metal the whole night. So it was devastating. But I
Wow.
mean, we were teenagers, so we could handle it. So
Of course, you
it
can
was
handle it
great.
better the younger you are. I mean, not too young, but yeah.
So it was just
Wow.
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, right. Wow. Hey, but this is so cool. How is it in what's it called? Monterrey, you said?
Yeah,
Mo-
Monterrey, Monterrey.
Monterrey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How is the metal scene over there? I mean, are there any concerts there as well?
Yes, yes, of
Mhm.
course. But I
Mhm.
mean, it's a lot harder because you don't have the infrastructure that you have, for instance, in most European countries. You know that you have a lot of
Yeah.
cultural support, from the
Yeah.
government and cultural
Yeah.
subsidies. How do you call it? I don't know
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I know
stuff
what you
like
mean.
that.
Mhm.
But there are
Mhm.
a lot of great bands, and
Mhm.
people like really, like going at it. So I mean, it's great. I was just listening to this band that has been, I think, playing ever since even before I left Mexico. Mutum, they're called, and I just
Mhm.
rediscovered one of their latest songs, and it sounds great. So I'm always very excited to hear cool things from Monterrey. Yeah.
Monterrey. Hey, when were you there the last time?
Well, in 2019, after the 70,000 tons of metal, which I
Ah,
think you were there as well,
yeah.
we was that before? No, it was before 70,000 tons of metal. We did a couple of shows in Mexico with MaYan, and
Mm-hmm.
we went to Mexico City. Am I saying this right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then we had a gig in Monterrey, which was great because then we had the gig on one day, and then the next day we had a day off before we flew to Fort Lauderdale, and my parents invited the whole band and me, to have a barbecue party at their place.
Oh,
So it was
oh,
great. It was
okay.
great.
Hey,
Yeah,
perfect timing with the off day as well. Ha,
excellent. It was excellent.
yeah. Wow. How did it feel to play in your hometown?
Mm, I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings because all of my, like all my Mexican friends were there, and
Mm.
my family was there, which is great. But
Mm-hmm.
Monterrey is not a really big metal town, so it wasn't like super crowded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
But the
yeah.
few
Okay.
people were there were excellent.
Of
But Mexico
course.
City was a blast. Mexico City was
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. Did you play alone, or you had a support band with you then, or how was it? Or you maybe it was maybe too long ago. I was just.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't remember.
Sorry, that's a little bit stupid question,
We
maybe.
did, but I totally forgot. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, good. I was just, I don't know.
Let me Google it real
Yeah,
quick.
right?
Someone's gonna post it in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you went to the 70,000 tons where we were at the same time, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay.
Also
Okay.
fantastic.
Oh my goodness. Also this 70,000 tons, it's insane. I never experienced something like that before. No. Yeah.
How did you like it? What time do you guys play?
Oh. Well, we played on the deck once when
Oh,
it when
great.
it when it was like windy as
Oh,
and it was insane. I didn't hear anything on the ears because just the wind. It was just
yeah.
and everything was all over the place. I think the flute. I think Matteo had some really troubles, with the flute and the bagpipe. When the wind is that strong, they just blow by themselves. Or I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah. That was very challenging. Yeah. So. And I remember then we had this off day, and we didn't play on that off day. When we
Mm-hmm.
went on that crazy island. Uh,
Yes.
yes, then we didn't play, so we could just enjoy it, and we played the next day as well. And did you play on that day when we were on the island or not? Do you remember
We
this?
did not play on the island day, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Well, to be honest, I don't remember exactly what days they were because the first show it was at 2 or 3 a.m. and the second one was at 4 a.m.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
Yeah, it was but
Oh.
I was like very pleasantly surprised at the amount of energy that the people were showing at 4 a.m. I'm like, you people are diehards. You are like
Oh,
awesome. Because we had a great time. I thought like no one's gonna stay up at 4 a.m. to watch this show, and they did. It was
they
amazing. Yeah,
did. Oh,
they
of course.
did.
So the question is, did you go to sleep before or not?
Oh yes, no, but I got super sick.
Oh,
Me and Laura, with MaYan, we're with 5 singers.
oh
It
my
makes no
God. More is
sense.
more.
More is more, more is more, less is a bore. But so we're with 2 singers. It's me and Laura Macri. I don't know if you know her. Fantastic classical singer.
Uh-huh.
So 3 guys, 2 girls, and we both got super sick, super sick. So she
Uh,
was like she had already lost all of her voice, so I had to sing her parts on the first show, and the second show she was feeling a little bit better, and I was feeling worse. So
then you
we
switched.
yeah, no, I kind of bluff myself through. I have this ability to kind of like be able to bluff
Yeah,
myself through
yeah, yeah.
through extreme hoarseness,
Mm.
laryngitis. Uh, but it's,
Yeah, but it's not fun. It's not.
no.
No. Oh man, you just caught a cold or a virus or something that was just here in the throat.
Some
Yeah.
virus. I mean, it was laryngitis, like swollen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I even went like to the boat doctor, and she gave me some steroids, but it didn't do anything.
The boat doctor.
The boat doctor. There's a doctor on the boat.
Okay.
But
yeah.
the good side of everything is that I didn't spend all that much money on booze.
On booze and party stuff. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, but I know this is so stressful, right? I mean, even if you know you can do it, I mean, in the end you don't really want to sing when you're hoarse. I mean, it's maybe not the best. So, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I mean, probably like most people would not really hear the difference, but I hear it, and then it's like, oh, this should have been a belt, and now it's just like, you're hitting the note and it's great, but it's just not
as you wanted, not as you could,
not as substantial as it should have been.
Yeah. Oh well, but you made it through. I guess you had, I mean, you were doing so much stuff in the past and until now, and I mean, you were playing probably so many shows. So I guess it wasn't the first time that you actually were hoarse or like sick.
No, unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not. No, but so far, I think I've managed to bluff myself through most of those situations. Luckily, yeah. And the Lax Vox tube everywhere I go. Do you know this?
Oh, you too! Yes. Oh
yes.
my God! Hey, wow! I know more and more singers that use it all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's the best. I think I really swear on it. Like, I mean, it's perfect. Oh, you have it.
And people are gonna think like, what the hell are they talking about? Yes, this is my friend, my best friend on tour.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, it is so good. And the best part is it you warm up and it's not loud. As I think this is so amazing for being on tour. Oh.
Yes, bandmates love it.
Yes, exactly. Wow. Okay, so you use that thing as well. Okay, cool.
Yes,
cool.
Definitely, most definitely, a lot, and it's helped me, make it through some rough patches.
Hey, it's crazy how it really makes a difference when you have horse like where they're swollen and stuff, and then they close so much better after this warm up.
Yes.
It really works. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, buy it. If you need to warm up when you're hoarse, there it is. Our best friend on tour.
I even have a little video on YouTube explaining how I use it if you're interested. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Check it out.
Although I think nowadays you can find a lot of different information. Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, it grows and grows, I think, because it works, right?
Because it works, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Wow, but I lost so many on tours. I think I lost like 3 or 4 already. Yeah. Oh,
me too.
Yeah, you too.
So many. Because I would it's flexible, so I would take I would like squeeze it in the water bottle and then close it. And then leave the bottle somewhere, and then we throw it away.
And they will throw it away, and it's gone. Yeah. Oh man, it's not easy, but so do you actually bring several on tour? Or
well, it's been a while, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, COVID. I'm trying to remember like when
was
the last time that
how was it?
Back in the days. Did
I bring 1 or 2? Yeah. Oh wow! So talking about touring, yeah.
It's been so long, but you guys, you started again, right? I saw that you had a few shows recently.
Yes. Actually, we were playing, I think, like 6 shows this year so far.
That's so great.
Yes, and we have one more show actually now next weekend actually in Durbuy it's called, in Belgium. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How do you like it? What was it like to finally be able to perform again after so much time?
I mean, it was actually okay. First one, it was Alcatraz. It was pretty big. So
oh my God.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes, yes. It was really big. Like like we were joking, like from the rehearsal room after 1.5 years without playing right on this stage. We were like, okay, but it's it was great. I mean, the crowd was amazing and it was insane. So I was actually shaking.
Awesome.
I don't know. It was because it was actually pretty cold. It was super windy and cold, or if I was so nervous, and then the voice was also a little bit like shaking. But yeah, somehow we made it through.
Oh, excellent,
Yeah, yeah,
excellent.
yeah, yeah.
That's so
So,
great.
yeah, so really, really enjoyed it. Hi, yeah, yeah, yeah. So one more to go this year with Eluveitie. So this is cool. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
I gotta tell you, so I think the only time that I've seen you guys live was that one time that we were talking about, I think before we went live, and in the Czech Republic. I think it was Masters of Rock. And I was so impressed with you guys. You put on a show. It was
Oh,
so good. And
really?
yes, and you sounded fantastic. I'm like, oh my God, that's
Oh,
incredible.
hey!
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you! Oh, thank you
So
so
good.
much! Oh my
So
God!
good.
Hey, cool! Thank you. This means a lot. Hey, we were all so nervous because it was the one where it was recorded because we released the live album.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were like, okay, let's do that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Then at some point you forget about it and it's okay. But
oh, excellent,
yeah.
excellent. Oh, such a great show. Such a great show.
Thank
Uh,
you. Hey,
Great
so
energy.
cool. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Hey, and did you play anything this year?
I have not. Well,
Yeah.
my story is a little bit more complicated, and when just after well before the whole COVID thing started, I got very bad health news, which is all open there on social media. But I got diagnosed with cancer, and I was on treatment for a very long time, and luckily I'm all better now. I'm gonna knock on wood, and it's gonna stay that
Yes.
way.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
the recovery period was very intense. It took me like a good year and a half before I started feeling
Yeah.
like my old self again, because I would get tired, like I would take a shower and I would have to lie down again because I was so tired
So tired.
from showering. It was your energy is just like drained. So I haven't done anything. I have been doing a lot of recordings and a lot of studio work, which I love, and I'm making plans for next year. But so far, no live performances.
Well, but you always had the energy to sing also when you were recovering and so on. This.
Well, yes, a little bit, but I have to say, because that's pretty much what got me through most of the recovery and most of the quarantine, is that I started grabbing the acoustic guitar, and because I couldn't, sing and play at the same time. And all through quarantine, because I wasn't working, I was just not doing all that much. The little I did was play the guitar and then try to sing. So I mean it took a little while, and to sing like the very like heavy things. I had to build that up again, but
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But
Wow.
I am very proud because the first, I had a whole cocktail of treatments that I'm not gonna bore you with, but in the beginning I had 3 chemotherapy sessions, and I actually recorded all of the vocals for the Dark Horse EP while I was on chemotherapy.
What?
Because I was very afraid that my voice was going to change after everything. So which luckily didn't happen.
Didn't? Yes. Yes.
But I was very afraid of it, and it also like gave me a sort of like distraction, not to think about all the crap that was going on. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm actually very proud of it.
Yes. Yes. Wow, this is
Yeah.
intense. Did you record it at your studio or at home then, or how?
I recorded it at home, so because you know Yoast, of course. I do a lot of basically everything. I do everything I do. I do it at Sandlane recording facilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandlane. I basically I go there almost every month to record something with Yoast. You know, like something like studio work or backing vocals or whatever. But because I really wanted to take my time,
Wow.
I consulted with him. I got a new microphone, which is this one, and
Oh, pretty one.
yes, and then I could record everything here, and then I could take the time to yeah, you know, just to take it easy. I would do a song per day, you know, like and
Oh, but still, I mean, this is
yeah.
this is
I mean, I normally I would, you know, I normally would have done it like in a day or something, but I didn't have the energy for that. But
yeah.
I whatever. It was just
Hey,
a
hey, huge
yeah.
respect recording such vocals on treatment. Hey, I
Thanks.
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is insane.
Well,
Wow.
you know, that part was still very doable because, like I said, there were three treatments and there were 3 weeks in between each one. And then the first week that I got it, I felt like ass. And then the second week, I felt a little bit better. And then the third week, I felt a lot better.
Ah.
So it was still doable. And then I started like another treatment, and then I was like, no, then I just
Yeah.
done, couldn't do anything anymore. So I was glad that I finished.
That you did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you took a longer break again until you could actually like build everything up again, or how?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that was like, I think it was like a good like 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months that I just watched a lot of TV actually. I couldn't really do all that much and play a little guitar and that's it. And then started building everything up again, you know, like working out and like going to the gym and the
Yeah, of course.
stuff.
Not only vocals, but also I guess the whole
Yes,
body
yeah.
and yeah.
The energy apparently like the physical exercise is also a very important part of the recovery. Yeah.
Wow. And how long was that recovery process until you felt like good? Can you say that in a way or?
Oh my God. I think like a good like 8, 10 months.
8 to
I mean,
10 months.
I still feel like because I would work 24/7. Like I would be working all of the time. All of the time. I would get up and go do CrossFit at 7 a.m. and then spend the whole day working and then come back home and then make myself dinner and then write music or record something, like be busy like the whole day. And I can't do that anymore. You know, like at some
Yeah.
point I feel a little headache coming up and I feel my body saying like we have to take a break. So then I do. Which I
Yeah.
think it's good, you know, because what I was doing wasn't healthy anyway.
Yeah, sounds very intense.
Yeah. Just avoiding standing still and facing facing things.
Facing things,
You know,
eh?
yep.
Wow. Okay. And most important now, how do you feel now? I mean, yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel very
Yeah.
great. And now I can look back at the experience and it's gonna sound very strange, but sort of be grateful about it because it has given me a lot of perspective and helped me to
Yeah.
you know, just try to like focus on the things that matter and not the things that don't matter at all. Which is doesn't always work, you know, sometimes you forget, but I can be so overwhelmed by joy at some points, you know, just being alive and being healthy and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Which most of us maybe take a little bit for granted, right? I mean, in a way.
And it's silly, you know, that we have to be put in such a position where you have to put things in perspective. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
Hey, wow. So, do you think you see some stuff like different also music-wise? Are you more relaxed maybe, or you want to achieve more now, or how did it change? In what direction, or?
Oh, well, yeah, indeed, very differently. I could never be happy with what I have done, you know? Like I would for my feeling I always had to do more, you know, like or sell more records or play more shows or play bigger shows and whatever. And I was like, well, is that really important? You know, like what does it matter? Like I can now much more enjoy just making music and singing and not having any expectation about it and write music, you know, take my time doing it and enjoy it, you know, and just yeah. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a little following, you know, of people that I know are waiting for the things that I do, and that's great. Yeah, no, it definitely it took a lot of pressure off, like of yeah. I mean, how do you define success? You know, like how do you define success for yourself, and when are we actually gonna be happy and satisfied with the things that we do? I mean, if you think about it, you should be happy now because if you're only going to be happy the moment that you achieve something, well, you're not going to be happy for most of the time.
Right.
And then when you get there to the goal, you're like, okay, well, I'm there, yay. Now what? You know?
And now let's go on again. Next one. Yeah. Like kind of like the way is the goal. You should like always enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. Oh, this is very nice.
Very ethereal matter now, but yeah, no, I do feel like that.
Yeah, this is awesome. And you said you have the followings that are waiting for your stuff and so on. So you're also I saw you doing Patreon as well.
Yes.
A lot of singing on Patreon and stuff.
Yes, I love it. I love it because they yeah, you know, also to be honest, it's been a difficult journey to get back to writing after everything that has happened. So I really enjoyed just singing and then singing really tough things. So I have this thing in Patreon that I called Marcella's Vocal Challenge, and I basically ask my patrons to suggest songs that I could sing that are really tough to sing, like really difficult, challenging songs. And then we vote, and then we choose one, and then I have to practice to do it.
Like Pisces.
Like Pisces. Like, do you know the movie The Fifth Element?
I've seen it. Yes.
Do you know with the alien woman, the blue woman that sings this aria and then this
Okay.
This very like super weird thing. I did that as well.
Wow.
And you know, these things, and it's so great because because I'm a nerd and I really like studying and singing, and it just gives me a lot of joy to
Wow. Like, how do you approach screaming?
Oh well, this is a little bit new to me because I've been doing grunts for a really long time. So you know, the one where you just like push a lot of air from your body and then you make everything like flap around.
Yes.
But for this Ginger song, you know, you can hear that it's different, that it's a little bit more gritty and that it's more pressed. Wow. So it was a whole adventure of trying to find that grit and pressing, you know, like but without. For me, the most difficult part is that you always hear like a tone with it, and I had to get that tone out. But yeah, it's been a journey.
Yeah, super intense. Also, you know, to not damage anything and so on. So
yeah. I think that the best tip that you can hear is that it's not loud. It's not a it's not a loud sound. It's like a very and that's how you should approach it. You know, just find like a little bit of grit very slowly, and then just try to build it on top of that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. This is also, you know, Melissa Cross also always says it is not loud with the
Yeah.
microphone it gets loud and intense, but don't push.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But you have to kind of like press because it's a
Yeah.
press sound. But yeah, hopefully in a way that you're not getting loud so that it doesn't really
Yeah, affect the vocal
put too
cords.
much pressure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you started with classical singing, right?
I did for the longest time, and in Mexico, I took lessons for a really long time with a classical singer.
Super cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then you taught yourself then more poppy rock singing, or
Well, kinda, because I was taking classical lessons, but I was singing in rock and metal bands, so I was kind of half doing what my teacher told me and then half not, you know. But then I moved to the Netherlands and I started exploring other voice methods because I started also teaching at the Metal Factory, which is a school that is focused on metal here in Eindhoven, which
So
is
cool.
great.
So cool.
So I felt like, oh well, I have to learn a lot of stuff, right? Because I mean, my idea was like, okay, I have to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
So so I started looking at the complete vocal technique from
Yes.
Catherine Sutherland, you know. This is where it all gets very nerdy, people. Sorry about that. And so I took some lessons with a CVT, with a complete vocal technique teacher.
Yeah.
And I actually went to a conference with Kathleen Sutherland, which was great.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Denmark,
then
or
no, here in the Netherlands. She
Ah,
came over to the
she
Netherlands,
travels,
yeah, with a ear, nose, and throat doctor as well that were explaining everything behind their technique, which was
Cool.
great.
Yeah.
Great for nerds. And then I started taking some lessons in Estil, the Estil voice
training.
method.
Yeah.
And one of the two only course instructors, qualified course instructors of Estil in the Netherlands is a man called Alberto Terdoost. And Alberto Terdoost, because at some point I wanted to become like a certified Estil voice teacher. So I reached out to his assistant. I said like, hey, I want to, because he was the only one, like one of two people that could help me in the country. So I mailed his assistant, and she said like, well, he's actually working on a new method, and that new method is universal voice.
Okay.
Yes.
What's this about? I never heard of it.
Let me tell you. Well, it's pretty new, and I really like it because, well, if you know Estil, you know that it's very anatomical, right? Like you have to get into the short vocal cords, the long vocal cords, the thick, the thin, and the yes, and the tilting and the whatnot, which is great. It works great. But what I really like about universal voice is that it's very practical because it's all based on sound characteristics. Like there's like an anatomy and an acoustics layer to it that you can learn if you want, go like into the technicality of it. But in the basics, the system uses eight sound characteristics to describe pretty much any type of vocals that there are. And we're talking about things that are probably things that are very easy for people to understand. So how loud are you singing? How the pitch, is it a low pitch or is it a high pitch? Does your voice sound breathy or does it sound clear? Does it sound free or does it sound pressed? You know? So things that you can actually hear, which is great because then when you have a student, you give them an indication in sounds. Like, I want you to sing louder. And it sounds ridiculous, but 9 out of 10 times it works. And you don't have to tell them that they have to close their vocal folds better, or that they have to have thick folds, or that they have to like not tilt the like the thyroid cartridge. They don't have to know anything about that. They just sing louder, right? And that one time from 10 you have to give some other advice, but It's super practical, very practical.
Wow. Okay. It
Yeah,
also covers more the classical or the pop or the rock or anything. I mean,
anything
it's
basically. So
universal.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and that's what I really like about it, because it touches on, well, there are basically like four basic voice characters.
Okay.
Very similar to Estil. So there's
Uh-huh.
speech,
Uh-huh.
there's belting, there's whisper, and there's classical.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like a whole bunch of effects, effects that are used in rock and metal,
Mm-hmm.
and effects that are used in classical music as well. So we're talking like grunts and screams and distortion, but also yodeling
Ah.
or coloraturas, like that kind of stuff. So pretty much everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Wow. Can you have a course there, or how does it work with
Yes.
this?
Well, this is what I have been busting their asses about because the oh well, no, you speak German. There is a version of there's a book called the Universal Voice Guide, but it's only available in Dutch and German.
Ah, and in German.
There's a
Oh,
German version. Yes.
okay. You
Yes.
you think it's practical without a teacher, or would you recommend?
I think so because there is I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. Uh, the book also comes with a lot of audio exercises, and the
Cool.
audio exercises basically you hear first someone demonstrating an exercise, like how
Mm-hmm.
it should sound, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
just replicate it. Of course, a course is better.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
they do have courses in Germany, by the way, in Germany, not in Switzerland, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the book to be translated to English.
Yes, of course. Oh,
Yeah,
so important. And you can reach so many more people as well then.
yeah, yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that there are a lot of people that know me and can hear, because I studied 2 years with him. I did spend a lot of practice
Yeah.
with being coached. Like I did 2 years
Mm-hmm.
of universal voice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think people can hear, like people that know me from before can hear it, like yeah, yeah, like
Wow.
you've become better, like you're better, like you can do more stuff now, which is great.
Oh, it's amazing. That's the
Yeah,
goal. The
yeah.
way and the goal. Yeah. Wow. Okay, this is actually really cool. I did this CVT Academy when I was like
Oh, brilliant.
19 or so. It's like yeah, it was adventure for me. I was so shy with singing when I was 19, 20. My friends hardly knew I like to sing. So
Really?
yeah, so I changed quite in the last 10 years or so, because I didn't dare singing really in front of people. And then my singing teacher, she was the first like complete vocal technique teacher in Switzerland. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I was kind of her guinea pig. I was 16 and she showed me the stuff. She was also just learning it, so I kind of grew up singing wise with CVT. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
Yes. And I did this Estil training, I think level 1 and 2 once, but I don't really remember so much. But I remember with hands and stuff, and that it was
Yes,
very
yes,
very
yes.
theoretical, but cool. Yeah, right, stuff like that. Yeah.
They have hand gestures, which are good because they reinforce the knowledge. But it is very technical, right?
Mhm.
Like I
Mhm.
remember, because when I first took Estil, I was sold, because I was like, oh shit, now I understand everything, which is great.
Mhm.
But I totally understand that. If you, for instance, for someone who's just starting out, like I want to learn how to sing, and they go, yes, well now first you have to do the thick balls and the
Mm.
and
And
these
this,
things, and
yeah. Ah.
it,
Mhm.
it's not very practical, right?
Yes, definitely. With
So yeah,
CBT, it goes straighter, or now maybe
yeah,
with this universal seems also very practical, also for teaching, right? Also
yeah,
for beginners and everything. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think it's amazing because I did 2 years, like I said. I did 1 year that was called the Universal Voice Master, and then basically you just, excuse me, and
Sorry.
But then you just focus on your own voice. And then I did another year, which was to get the Universal Voice Teacher diploma.
Cool.
And I think it's insane, but I am pretty convinced that I can hear someone's voice without looking at them, and I know what's going on like inside their bodies. That to me is insane. So for me, this man is a genius.
Wow.
And yeah.
Hey, I want to get that book now.
Yes, I'll send you the
Yes.
link. No, I think it's really great. I'm really
Yeah.
curious. Like, indeed, if you don't have any teacher to go along with how far you can get,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
most probably someone like you who has had already a lot of training will get around it.
Hey, I would actually love to try it out because my thing is kind of, although we didn't, I mean, it was Corona and everything, but to be honest, I don't really sing that much at the moment, like since quite some time. Yeah, I know.
No, but
Uh,
I totally understand.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're at home, well, I live alone, so I feel very comfortable
Mm-hmm.
singing all of the time. But I remember when I was still living with my ex, I mean, he didn't mind, but I wouldn't sing because
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't feel I would. It's silly, isn't it? But I wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, oh, maybe I'm bothering him, because I'm singing, or maybe it's annoying. I don't know if you have this, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I have it with the neighbors.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're nice, and one of my neighbors, she's like, I don't hear you, and if I would turn down the radio and listen. I was like, oh, it's kind of, it's cute, it's nice,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, I live in this apartment, and there are my neighbors, and I'm like, I don't want to scream now, really, This
Yeah.
is a little bit. How is it you in your situation? You don't feel anything towards the neighbors?
Well, I have a house, and it's a house in a corner. So I do have neighbors attached, but only to one side, and well, they've never complained, and they're very nice. They're very nice people, and I try not to, I try not to be loud, late.
Yeah, of course. I mean, during the day, basically, it should be okay. But still, for me, the feeling sometimes it just cuts off. Like,
Yes, but you know what's the worst thing is that if you are practicing something and you don't feel comfortable, you're gonna do things differently. And instead of singing like nice and loud, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be
constriction.
different. Yes.
Somehow. Yes. Oh,
So
yeah.
it's very important. But I've talked about this with many people, actually, with my students and with other singers. It's so important to feel comfortable when you
Yeah.
practice.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about buying a vocal booth thingy just for my head, in a way. There is this one.
I've seen them. If you do, please let me know if it actually works, because I'm very curious.
Yeah, actually, I talked with Melissa from Ad Infinitum because she has this
Oh,
one
yeah?
too. She has it, and she said it actually swallows some sound, and I would be happy. So I can just go and practice in there. But yeah, I'm really thinking about it. I think it's like 15 decibel that it cuts, but I don't know if that's.
Oh, well.
I think it's something. So I'm really thinking about it.
I will be looking forward to the review.
Yes, I will definitely send you video when I will get it. But of course,
Trial
yeah.
testing. Excellent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But of course, it's the best if you have your room and now you have a new
Yeah.
microphone and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have this room, and this room is not attached to my neighbor's house. So I hope that when I'm here and the door is closed, that they're not so bothered. But I mean, they hear me. I know they hear me, because sometimes they have told me sometimes, oh, you sing classical music, right?
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
duh.
And when I'm in the shower, I sing.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
they of course hear it. But the worst thing, I don't know if this has happened to you, is when you're singing and then, have you ever had this, and there's kids like on the street, like I will be like, I don't know, going like full and then you hear some kids on the street like going
Okay, this is awesome. This.
can't have it. I'm like, why am I getting bothered by the people hear me sing? Like,
Oh, just
yeah,
let me sing.
just let me sing.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. I guess they were triggered because of the classic.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
And I must have been singing something like very, uh,
Intense, maybe.
very typical. No, but like very like,
Something like that.
something like
Yeah.
very. And then it's so triggering. Yeah.
So funny. Wow. Okay. But I'm happy you have your space.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have my space.
Yeah. That's good. And the new microphone and everything. So
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm.
No, singing it's great. There's so much joy. But I think if I didn't have this, I think I would definitely like try to like rent a room in a studio or something, like some place where you can just not be
Yes.
bothered.
I know. I had but I live in Zurich, so it's a bit crazy there with renting and everything. Yeah. And to find a room, I once had a little place in a rehearsal room, but then it was like 40 minutes away, and I had to share it. And then I didn't really go that often anyway.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, the best would be to have a house, but
Yeah.
yeah, oh well.
A farm in the country, on the countryside.
Oh, hey, seriously, yes.
Right?
Yes, this is my goal with a little studio and stuff. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Future goals. Let's see.
Future goals. Yes.
Yeah. Talking about future, what's up with you? Do you want to say anything about your plans and stuff, please?
I have so many plans, and I can tell you so little about them. Yes.
Okay, but you can tease us a little bit, like, okay, there's a lot coming.
Well, yes, there's a lot coming. I've recorded a lot of stuff for different people.
Cool.
That's all I can say. I think you're gonna hear about it very soon.
Perfect.
And I'm also writing some new music for something that I think something I'm excited about, and that I have the impression people are gonna be excited about as well.
Super cool. Wow. So we can look forward to stuff coming of you.
Yes. It might take a little while, but it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, any shows planned, or I mean now with this COVID and everything, but
well, I do have some shows planned for 2022.
Yeah. Okay. We take everything we get.
We were supposed to have these shows in October with MaYan. Actually an anniversary show, and it's gonna be filmed, and it's gonna be fantastic. But now it's postponed to next year. Yeah. October 2022, and hopefully some solo dates of mine in the meantime, but we'll see. Yeah.
Oh wow. Where is this MaYan show? In the Netherlands?
There's one in oh my god, I'm not prepared for this.
My questions are too
I don't know my own tour dates.
Oberhausen.
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 Yes. Next year, in September, end of September of next year in Oberhausen. And then we play in Enschede in the Netherlands, and here in Eindhoven.
Okay.
The 1st of October, yeah.
Okay,
So-
but 22 now. Okay.
22, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, we're all in the same boat, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
Just
it is
take
what
it
it is.
easy. We thought it would be better. It could probably give more of our following a chance to come over to the Netherlands, because we know that there were gonna be a people from abroad that would like to come see it.
Yes.
And
yes.
if it's limited, or there's travel restrictions and stuff like that, well, then it's just not so nice.
Yeah, of course. Somebody asked where in Eindhoven, but maybe that's... Do you know the club?
Evenach.
Aha. There you go. Hendrik Schreuder. Yeah.
Evenach, Eindhoven. Yeah, get your ticket. I mean, the tickets are on sale. And if you had a ticket, you can, of course, still use your ticket.
Of course.
But yeah,
Yeah.
come over. I mean, you can already start planning a nice holiday in the Netherlands for next year.
Wow. Yes, guys. Cool. Yeah, actually, I would absolutely love to have vacations once in the Netherlands. I mean, going on the seaside and seeing
Yeah.
all these the flowers. I don't know in English the name.
Tulips. Yes.
Tulips. Ah, tulips. Yeah. Oh, wow. I've only seen
Yeah.
pictures and I love it. I love it with the windmills and stuff. I mean, it's so cozy. Yeah.
It's very nice. It's
Yeah.
very nice. It's very flat.
Yeah.
So it's very windy, but it's great.
Yeah. How is the seaside?
Windy.
Also windy. Yeah, I see.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, there are some very nice beaches. Like if you go to Scheveningen, there's nice beaches. They're super wide. There's some surfing even because of the wind.
Oh,
But
yeah.
for a Mexican, it's often not warm enough to be there in your bikini.
Of course. How? By the way, wasn't there a lot of snow now in the Netherlands, like this winter? How is it for you?
Well, I don't like it. Well, I don't like it at all. Well, it wasn't that bad because I was recovering, so I didn't have to go anywhere, which was great. But the country's just not prepared for snow. So if a little snowflake falls, all of the roads are a mess. The trains, there's no trains riding. So it's a mess. And for me, if I can stay inside, I don't like it. Except that I had to shovel all the snow from my backyard, and that feels wrong to me. It's like I'm Mexican. I'm not built for this.
No. Oh, this is so funny. So I guess you don't ski, you don't snowboard.
No. I mean, it sounds really fun, and I can imagine being a great exercise. So the idea does appeal to me, but the moment that I am booking a holiday to go somewhere where it's colder than where I actually am,
it feels wrong.
It feels wrong.
Okay, this is so cool. Yeah.
I need heat.
So funny. Funny. I mean, you're talking to a Swiss person, so we're crazy about mountains and stuff.
Do you do a lot of like skiing and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I snowboard, but actually in the last year,
So
yeah,
cool.
it's actually cool. Yes, but in the last years, I didn't really had time or take my proper time, because it takes at least one day. But I mean, yeah, what's a day? But it should be possible. But then it's also quite expensive
To
on the
travel,
same
you mean?
side. Yeah, I mean travel, and then you snowboard the whole day, and maybe you sleep somewhere, and then you go home
Yeah.
the next day, or
Yeah.
and it just sums up in a way financially as well. Actually, to be honest, I mean in Switzerland, I mean then you better go to Italy or
Yeah.
it's a little bit
Of
cheaper.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. But also sometimes we were then on tour with Eluveitie or so, and then you come home and then you're exhausted, and then
Yeah.
then maybe so in the last years I didn't go that much, so I really actually would like to do it again, but actually, to be honest, I also get a little bit more afraid the less I do it. Yes.
This is the reason why I think it's too late for me to start, because you have to start relatively young at a point of your life where you're like, heck,
Oh,
if I break something, whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't want to fall.
Yeah. No, I actually totally get that, because kids, I mean, the skier, the small 6-year-old skiers in the Swiss mountains, they know nothing. Straight down into the knees, and then they go straight. I mean, they're crazy, the kids, because they're not
Yeah.
afraid at all.
Yeah.
And then we are like, oh, I don't want to. Exactly like the hands or something. You need it.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe I like hurt my wrist, and what about the guitar and the yeah.
Yeah. So
We can. I mean, I've made my peace with it. I think I can enjoy other things.
it's okay. There's other
okay.
stuff. Yeah. There are
There's always
beaches.
gaming.
Oh, gaming is good training for the hands.
Yes, exactly.
You
Motor
actually-
skills.
You game, right?
I do. Yeah.
You do.
I really like it.
PS5?
No 5 yet. No,
No
no
5.
5 yet, but that's because I feel a little bit guilty because I had already a PlayStation 4, and then I was doing a couple of shows with Demons and Wizards, and the guys from Blind Guardian, they all have uh Switches. You know, the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, the
And
Nintendo. Yeah.
yeah, and then they take it on tour. And I'm like, "Oh, you've got the Switch." And they're like, "Yeah, it's so cool. You need to get it." I'm like, "Yeah, I need to get it." So I bought it.
You have it.
Yeah. Because Zelda, The Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite like game sagas of all time. And of course there's a couple of Zeldas for the Switch now. So I had to. But I'm not allowed to buy myself a PlayStation 5 because I feel spoiled. Plus, there are so many games for the PlayStation 4 that I can play. So.
Yeah. And isn't PlayStation 5, at least this is what I heard, in Switzerland, it's sold out everywhere.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to get all fanatic and like I don't know. No, that's just yeah. No, I'm doing fine. I'm now playing they re-released at Zelda that was previously released on the Wii for the Nintendo Switch, which is called Skyward Sword, and I'm a nerd and I'm playing it again.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So how do I need to imagine this? For hours, or you have kind of a rule for yourself?
Well, I don't want to talk about it. No, I've been very good. I've been very good with the Switch, but in the PlayStation, I've also played a lot of Assassin's Creed. The last two of them. I don't know if you know Assassin's Creed.
No.
Well, is this just like a open world role playing game? And the next to last one was called Odyssey, and it plays out in old Greece.
Oh, wow.
So the landscapes are really beautiful, and for me it's like it's winter and I'm like in Greece with their sun, so I'm sold. And I'm totally
You're
emotionally
sold.
invested, and I could spend yeah yeah
Yeah,
Let's
once
just
you're
say-
in there, yeah.
probably a little bit more time than I'm supposed to. Yeah.
That's enough information.
Yeah, no, and for the longest time I've avoided buying new games because then I would not do any, like I would not like play any music or write any music. I would just be gaming. I'm a recovering gameaholic.
Wow, yeah, I see. Wow.
Yeah.
This gaming thing, it never really got me so much because
Mm.
I am not able to. I don't know. Well, okay. My friends, they usually play or like back in the days they were playing, World of Warcraft and stuff.
Yes, but you know that this World of Warcraft was exactly the moment where I said I had to quit. I have to quit because I used to, and your friends that play World of Warcraft, they probably know StarCraft. I used to play StarCraft when I was in college back with my friends, and we would play all nights, like literally
Yeah.
all nights, like online fighting each other, and then we just look at the window like, what's
Oh, it's
that's-
bright. Oh.
that's the sun. The sun is coming out. It's 7:30 a.m. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so then World of Warcraft came out, and some of my friends were playing it, and I heard from them like, it's eating my life. Like I have no life, and I'm like, I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna eat my life.
Yeah. Okay. So you stopped with World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I had this when I was a kid with Pokemon. Pokemon gaming
Yeah.
I could do forever. Yes. The only game I was able to game.
Great.
Yes. Oh well. And actually, a kid of a friend, she has the same Pokemon game like I used to play on the Game Boy. I just played on this old
Oh, yeah.
Game Boy.
Yeah. The Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, exactly. And now the kid, she has it on the Switch. on this,
Yes.
like you said,
Yeah.
and it's the
With the
same
big screen.
big screen in the middle. Yes, and it's exactly the same game, but it's just much more modern and much more details. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is how it looks, and wow, the arenas you have to play, they look so different and crazy.
Were
And
you
we
like,
were,
I need to have it? No?
yeah.
I
Actually,
want it.
I want it. Actually, no.
No, listen. I think it's great. Be happy. It's no. I love gaming because it's a beautiful escape from
Yeah,
from
I get it.
reality. But
I get it. Yeah.
but if no, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I get
If
it.
you
It
don't know,
can
that's
be.
great.
Yeah. But we were playing. Also, I was just watching. Do you know The Last of Us?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So this is the latest game. I cannot game. I scream and I throw it in the corner.
Oh,
The
no.
controller.
Yeah,
So I'm
no.
just watching, and it's already enough for me.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's also not for me. I don't wanna be scared. I
Oh,
wanna
yeah.
I wanna be taken to a magical world where I am the hero of the story, and I'm like earning my place to save the world. Great.
Aw.
I don't want to
Aw.
be scared shitless.
But
Like,
zombies,
no.
no,
I
no.
don't no zombies, no.
Always a happy
That's
place.
what nightmares are for.
Yes. Gaming is a happy place.
Gaming is a happy place. Yes.
Oh, so cool. Hey, do we have any questions, by the way? Because actually we've been talking for such a long time already. The time flew.
I should have
So
warned you. I'm a good babbler.
I love that. This is super amazing. So I think now there are many comments. Do you see the comments, by the way, or?
Let me check. Maybe if I go to the
Yeah,
Facebook
no,
page.
because I'm trying to check. They're actually talking about gaming now. Oh,
My
this
people.
is good. Yeah.
My people.
Oh yes, but so guys, if you have any questions, we can have a few more questions to Marcella before.
I see it. I see them. What's
Okay.
your race in StarCraft? I'm Zerg. Zerg all the way. I used to be excellent. I used to be really good at StarCraft with the Zerg. Not anymore. But
Oh,
back in
wow.
the day.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I think he will understand. I
Yes.
don't understand. Oh, Jens is here.
Hey! Yes, the boss!
Jens. Oh, okay. Do you see his
Yes.
question?
He asked, how do you experience the Ayreon live shows? It's just magical. Magical, beautiful, excellent experiences with a lot of self-respect, with a lot of people that are so lovely. At I don't know if you know Arjen, but he knows how to
Yeah.
pick him. I mean, he is. I'm saying this myself, but I'm talking about the rest of the people. He picks the nicest, most like awesome people. Like, it's just like a huge, lovely family when you're there. Everyone is so nice and so friendly, and everyone's having such a great time, and everyone is so good.
Yes.
So it's like, if I make a list of highlights in my life, that's like
Oh yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm also a huge fan, with this fantasy and like taking a role, and it's
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, lovely.
Super amazing.
Okay. Wow. Anything planned with Ayreon again, or?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I have no idea. I know that the idea is that something will happen in the future, but I think everything now, it's like completely a huge question mark because of COVID.
Yeah. Of course, of
We were
course.
supposed to play a festival last year at Lorelei, a
Oh.
Night of the Procs with Ayreon.
Wow.
Yeah, but it got cancelled.
It got cancelled. But
Yeah.
cancelled or postponed?
I think it's just good old cancelled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But we'll see.
You will get something new, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
he lost his buddy. I just saw someone. Yeah, Hoshi. Hoshi will sadly be missed. Yeah, Arina had a little dog, very cute dog called Hoshi, and she died.
Oh,
Yeah, so
died.
sad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's always intense when pets Their family. Your cat, by the way.
My cat. My
Yes.
cat is not here. Yes.
Ginger cat.
I have a
Yes.
ginger cat. His name is Monkey, and he gets more likes than me on the internet, and I don't like that.
Well. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's great,
Yeah.
and he's really like a cuddly cat. You know, he always wants to hang around, and except when I'm singing, he doesn't really like it.
Oh, interesting. Maybe a little bit too loud.
Maybe a little bit too loud.
A little bit
Yeah.
too loud. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, but it's nice. Oh, question. Okay, what's your target when recording? Since both of you have different volumes, what's your target decibel?
Target dB. I have no idea, ma'am. I set the gain of my preamp to something, and if it's clipping, I will put it a little bit softer. But I don't know how it is for you, Fabi, but I sing very dynamic, so I sing like super soft. I like singing very dynamic, so like very soft and then super loud.
Yes.
So
yeah.
What I think in the studio we end up doing, Joost ends up doing, is that we record, for instance, if there's a song that has like very extreme volume changes, we record soft parts first, and then with the preamp louder, and then loud parts afterwards, and then the preamp a little bit softer or something like that.
Yeah. This makes sense. Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting question.
Actually, yeah. Wow. But I have no idea what I'm doing. And luckily there's Joost or Tommy or, just people.
Not the levels. No, I just listen to it. It's like, is it clipping? Like, does it sound distorted? Well, then we put it softer.
Yeah, and is the wave at least a little bit, or is it, if you're too low?
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Is it there?
Loud. Exactly.
Yes.
Wow, awesome. Hey, maybe one more question or so. I don't want to take too much time. I mean, time flies. But if there is one more question, guys, we would be happy to answer this.
There's some comment. He just needs food, Monkey.
Yeah.
He gets enough food. He gets more food that he needs. That's why the vet says that he's a little bit overweight.
Oh, he is a little bit.
A little bit. Not worrisome overweight, but a little bit.
Oh, but he is so cute. I mean, he's a ginger cat.
He's a ginger cat. Yes. Yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah. How old is he?
Well, I don't know for sure because he's adopted from the shelter.
Okay.
But around 11.
Oh, okay. But I guess he's a great companion now during lockdown and recovering and everything. Yeah.
I think he's actually been very used to a chunk. He's actually very used to me being around all the time, I think.
Oh yeah.
So he's very attached. Yeah.
Yeah, actually with the pets, I mean, I think lockdowns were heaven for them because their humans were home so much
all the time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is there's also positive sides. I mean, definitely
for sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, cool. Thank you so much for this. I love you forever. Oh. All right.
So sweet.
This is very sweet. Thank you. And thank you everybody for watching. I think this is it. I think it was actually such a lovely talk, actually. Thank you so much for this, Marcella. Yeah.
Thank you. I had a great time. It's nice to get to know you a little bit better as well.
Yeah, I hope to see you at some point, actually live somewhere.
Yes. Well, if you are ever in the Netherlands, feel free to stop by. We will hang out.
All right. I love Eindhoven. So definitely I will do that if I will be here. If you're ever in Switzerland, please, I'm here.
For sure.
All right. And otherwise, see you on a festival or somewhere.
Yes.
Definitely. Hey, and thank you everybody for joining. It was a lovely, lovely time. Thank you always for watching these Eluveitie Sphere talks. So looking forward to the next one. And thank you, Marcella, for joining us this time. It was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.